How's it going YouTube? Nebula697 here with my first look of the co-op action RPG game Breach in development by QC Games, currently in its alpha stage. So what is Breach? Well, it's an online third-person co-op based action game with character creation, unique classes, RPG elements, a dynamic talent system with plenty of loot and customization added in. It revolves around a clash between modern Earth and mythological Earth, and by going solo or teaming up with 3 friends you must take down the threat of the Veiled Demon or even become the demon yourself. Now in Breach, players will customise their character and select from an array of varied classes, each equipped with signature spells and abilities to take out enemies or help out your team. Each class has its own set of auto attacks, abilities on various cooldowns, and a powerful ultimate ability to use in battle. For instance, a DPS class will have damaging abilities for single targets or AoE, whereas a support class will have a kit designed to tank damage for the team, provide buffs and healing, or affect aggro of nearby enemies. Players load into a dungeon to take on the forces of the Veiled Demons, being rewarded with in-game currencies and loot upon completion. On the 21st of December, a technical alpha was made available for players to try the servers and the game's content available, and we decided to capture some footage and put it into a video for you guys here on YouTube. First up was to select a starting class to use during a solo tutorial mission. Now there were 6 classes for us to choose from during this alpha test. The first of which is the ARCANE MENDER of the ARCANE School, who's a ranged healer class. Secondly, a Demon Hunter, a ranged assassin DPS class. A Gunslinger, another ranged assassin DPS class. We've got the Mana Warrior, a melee warrior with great survivability traits. Then we have the NECROMANCER, a ranged DPS spellcaster with minion summons. And finally, a SHADOWBLADE, a melee assassination DPS with good mobility. One thing that stuck out to us in the menus here were the animations for the character selection. Looked fantastic, and the effects look great here. There's a decent amount of customization options to go through to amend your appearance, even with a randomized feature you can make use of at the end if you wish. First, that it was the tutorial mission, which introduces you to your class's movement, abilities and utilities, and the talents available to you as you progress through a mission. The Gunslinger's signature spell, for example, was Boom Shot, which fires an enhanced round, creating an explosion upon impact. Then there's Quick Feet, for immunity to some crowd control effects and a movement speed boost, very useful. Ricochet Shot next then, which chains bullets between nearby enemies for extra damage. Rapid Fire Clip increases the attack speed of the Gunslinger briefly as you fire your clip. And finally, Lead Storm, the Gunslinger's ultimate ability, fires a powerful volley of shots in a frontal cone, but as expected, such ability does have a large cooldown between uses, but the cooldown of that can stack as charges, which was pretty crazy. There's also health potion and a dodge ability for every class that have their own number of charges and internal cooldowns for you to manage during combat, which was great. After beating the solo tutorial, we were given access to the multiplayer hub world for players, in which we were able to select a character and check out the items available in the shop. From here you can party up and join matchmaking and embark on a solo mission to fight the forces of the Veiled Demon, or fight as the Veiled Demon itself in an attempt to thwart the efforts of the players on the enemy team. As you can see, the matchmaking was very quick for us on the beginner setting. Once in a lobby, each player chooses their class in a sequential selection process similar to a MOBA in order to flesh out a balanced team. Now in Breach, you battle through a linear map and fight to complete objectives with your team against the Veiled Demon and his minions, in this instance controlled by AI, as he attempts to stop you and take objectives for themselves. These can include capture or collection objectives or NPC escorts, for example, and as you progress through each map, a score will be kept at the top based on your success in each mission scenario. And at the end of each instance you will have a boss to fight, with impressive attacks and mechanics to damage players and disrupt their movement with powerful CC abilities. Our boss fight here was Leshy, who was using large AoE attacks and created multiple destructible walls to attack, damage and obstruct players. Boss attacks are quite quick, but they're well telegraphed with visual indicators, allowing for counterplay with repositioning or using a dodge charge. Dodging is unique to each character, and there's a number of dodges that can be stored but will quickly run out if used in a boss scenario. Killing the boss then ends the mission and rewards players with some loot and currency to unlock classes and upgrades. Our second mission saw us team up with 2 more players for a team of 2 healers, a gunslinger and a bloodstalker class. Having multiple healers rotate the cooldowns of the healing and shielding abilities helped our survivability hugely in this mission, and the DPS classes made light work of the enemy forces. Waiting for us at the end of this mission was a hulking forest Oni with some earth-shattering AoE attacks, some crazy pull-in abilities, but we managed to take him down this time with relative ease, based on our team comp. A tutorial mission was also available to offer an introduction to playing as the Veiled Demon with their own specific abilities to use during battle. You take control of this purple flying entity and you're able to possess and take direct control of an ally unit in battle and fight as that being during combat. And when you're not in control of a friendly unit, you can use other powerful abilities to heavily damage, stun and root the enemy players to turn the tide of the battle in your favour. The Veiled Demon's most powerful spell will see you summon and control a monstrous elite creature capable of battering enemies with powerful abilities of their own. Taking a look at the in-game shop now, and we were able to browse through a large number of classes, equipment and cosmetic items available to purchase using the in-game currency that we had acquired. There appeared to be a fair bit on offer here at this early stage, and whilst we did not spend too much time in these menus, there are a few cool features on offer, such as the ability to try out a class before purchase. This sees a player load into a training area with a selected class to preview the abilities in action to see how they like them. We also enjoyed scrolling through the customization options for the skins, cosmetics and even some of the dances here, which persist as you preview various character model changes. Very funny stuff indeed, much to our amusement. In conclusion then, the time we spent in the Breach Alpha was great fun. The game really appeals to me as a fan of instance-based co-op RPG action games. Now the action itself felt great, the abilities were impactful and enjoyable, the UI was clean and understandable, and very little time was spent unsure of what to do or how to navigate the menus, and our matchmaking times were minimal. The classes and their roles seemed well designed, and our first impressions were almost all positive for our first Breach Alpha gaming experience. To access the alpha testing for the game yourself, you can sign up at playbreach.com, a link to which will be in the description below. You'll need to be provided with an alpha key in order to download the Breach game client from Steam, and if you take part in alpha testing before the game enters into early access, you will earn yourself the alpha participant outfit, which is pretty cool. Thank you all very much for watching this video. The next period of alpha testing is on the 4th of January 2019, and I'll bring further videos as soon as I can on Nebula 697. Thanks for watching, bye bye now.